It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. First carry for DeAndre Swift. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. There's a short one complete to Harris. It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Here's Hurts to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. On 1st and 10, Madden. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. The touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gets him to the 42. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
To throw on 3rd down, Madden. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Returnable now for Allen. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Aaron Sipos on to punt for Philadelphia. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. With it is Jackson. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Off the play fake. Madden. He finds his man complete. That's Lloyd. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw. Madden escaping the pressure right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. In motion, the tight end. They'll run with Allen. Shifts by him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back. Great.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now a 2nd and 10. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. DeMarvion Overshown collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Jackson. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's got some space here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Madden throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lloyd. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Madden. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Pollard. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
First down, and it's Pollard again. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called.
The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
This 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Madden. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 4-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Pollard. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Madden. This one swung out to Vaughn. Touchdown, Cowboys! Deuce Vaughn, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. Down to about the 32. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Hurts. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got the 1st down and then some. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. For this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense doesn't look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Looking to throw. Madden. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lloyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Operating from the gun. Madden. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. In motion right is Smith. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 31 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Butker now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Madden. He finds his man, Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun. Madden. Under pressure, they got him again. Miles Jack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Allen. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. But I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. They stay on the ground with Allen. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Third and 12. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jackson to return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Madden. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
Pollard will take it up the gut. He'll take this to the 46.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. The slot man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd down and 8. Off play action. Madden. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Madden. That is caught by Lamb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the fourth.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 10 more there and another first down.
Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, Swift. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
First down, and they go with Swift again. Takes it to about the 37. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now Allen. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. On the return, Jackson. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there, 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Madden. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
3rd down and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 105 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Madden. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Madden. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Here's Allen. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Madden. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be taken down right there at the 38. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Baker.
And his first throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble locking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw. And that's into the hands of Gesicki.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value.